Now that 2023 is just mere hours away, you won't want to miss my list of games that are on the horizon for the upcoming year. This list of phenomenal, amazing, top tier, outstanding, you get the picture, you guys. This is my list of can't miss games for 2023. Buckle up because this is going to be a long list, as this year is set to be the most epic yet, if everything stays on schedule, of course. In any case, let's take a look. Not a video game per se, but a video game console accessory dropping on January 26th is the DualSense Edge wireless controller. Now, I've covered this extensively on my channel, as this is Sony's first branded PlayStation Pro controller, and while it is expensive, setting you back at $199.99 MSRP, the controller promises to be the most pro and most intuitive controller that Sony has ever produced, while allowing, of course, everything we already love about the DualSense controller. Now, the controller features plenty of dome caps, back buttons, and connector housings, and even a carrying case. Go pro with yours on the 26th of January. Now, getting back into the list of games a bit here, leading off the list that I have is Dead Space, and for me, this game is going to be giving folks the opportunity to dive back into this classic, which should be truly special. Now, Dead Space will take us into a vast mining ship where something has gone horribly wrong, and you must survive long enough to figure out what has happened on the ship. Look for Dead Space Remastered on January 27th. A blockbuster game set to be released here early in 2023 is something that folks have their eyes on. I'm talking about Hogwarts Legacy. Now, Hogwarts Legacy is one of the most highly anticipated games coming in 2023, and this was a no-brainer to have on a list, honestly. With the release right around the corner, and the game giving us constant dev diary updates over on the official Hogwarts Legacy YouTube page, it's easy to see why this game will be on the top of everyone's list in the beginning of 2023. Depending on the scope, narrative, and gameplay, Hogwarts Legacy might even become an early contender for Game of the Year if it can meet the hype, much like Elden Ring did last year before winning the award for that category. As far as the official synopsis, Hogwarts Legacy is an immersive open-world RPG set in the world first introduced in the Harry Potter books. For the first time, experience Hogwarts in the 1800s. Your character is a student who holds the key to an ancient secret that threatens to tear the wizarding world apart. Now you can take control of the action and be at the center of your own adventure in the wizarding world. Your legacy is what you make of it. Hogwarts Legacy drops on February 10th, 2023. Another video game accessory coming this February could change the way we see virtual reality forever when the all-new PlayStation VR 2 drops on February 22nd. I've talked about the PlayStation VR 2 multiple times on this channel. Be sure to check out my other videos on it. But the PlayStation VR 2, of course, is a follow-up to the successor of the VR 1 that is promised to be an even deeper immersion, putting you in the game. Promising deeper details with two 4K OLED displays per eye, intelligent eye tracking that simulates heightened emotional responses, and giving an enhanced sense of realism and sharper focus, the PlayStation VR 2 will have you immersed like never before. And with the Tempest 3D audio combined with all new PlayStation VR 2 Sense controllers, utilizing haptic feedback and adaptive triggers originally adopted by the PlayStation DualSense controller, the PlayStation VR 2 is set to be potentially the best virtual reality headset launched in years. Look for yours coming this February. Star Wars fans, you have much to look forward to this coming year between what's happening with The Mandalorian Season 3, Ahsoka, and even Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which will be coming here in 2023. Now, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, of course, is the follow-up to the highly successful Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which of course will be available, by the way, on PlayStation Plus in January, so you have no excuse not to catch up on this story if you're a PlayStation gamer. But guys, we're gonna have plenty to talk about here this coming March when this game drops on March 17th. From Respawn Entertainment. Jedi Survivor will continue the story of Cal Kestis in an all-new adventure that will push Cal even further than ever as he fights to protect the galaxy from falling into further darkness. We'll get to see how much stronger he has become as a Jedi Knight. This is one that is on mostly everyone's 2023 list, myself included, and I cannot wait to get my hands on Star Wars Jedi Survivor to continue this awesome Star Wars story. 2005 just called, and they want their Resident Evil 4 remade, and you'll get just that in March. Reimagined from the ground up, RE4 preserves the essence of the original game, while at the same time introducing modernized gameplay, reimagined storyline, and vividly detailed graphics. Resident Evil 4 drops on March 24th. Dead Island 2 will be bringing comedic zombie slaying your way this April as the thrilling first-person action RPG takes you across LA, or Hell as the game likes to call it. Slay across LA in this over-the-top game coming on April 28th. Voted as the most anticipated game for 2023 at the Game Awards earlier this month, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is set to launch on May 12th on Nintendo Switch. The sequel to the best Legend of Zelda game this generation has a lot to live up to, and Nintendo knows what's at stake as this game has already been pushed back once. Originally revealed back in the summer of 2019, details on this game have been scarce and far and few, but one thing's for sure is that this is one of the biggest releases in 2023, an immediate candidate for Game of the Year upon its release, and if the story lends up to the hype of Legend like the majority of its predecessors, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom could undoubtedly become one of the greatest games ever released on the Nintendo Switch when it drops in May. This is one that you do not want to miss, guys. The Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League will finally release on May 26th after being pushed back multiple times. Rocksteady is leaning on voice talent and its skills from the Batman Arkham series to bring this highly anticipated comical game this coming spring. Street Fighter VI has been receiving a lot of hype over the last few months, and rightfully so, as the game looks fantastic. You'll get your chance to play on June 2nd and dive into 3 modes within the game, including Fighting Ground, Battle Hub, and an all-new World Tour mode, an immersive single-player story mode. Look for an all-new Street Fighter experience this June. Diablo 4 was revealed just this month at the Game Awards and is set for release a few days after Street Fighter VI on June 6th. The endless battle between the high heavens and the burning hells rages on as chaos threatens to consume Sanctuary. With ceaseless demons to slaughter, countless abilities to master, nightmarish dungeons, and legendary loot, this vast open world brings the promise of adventure and devastation. Survive and conquer darkness, or succumb to the shadows. The tradition continues with Final Fantasy XVI coming on June 22nd. Exclusively on PlayStation and PC, a series that has held tradition for decades and spanning across multiple generations. Final Fantasy XVI looks to expand the tradition to new heights when it releases this coming June. The reboot of Forza Motorsport is reportedly set to release in 2023, and though we don't have an exact date as to when, the franchise will apparently be completely rebooted and of course a direct competitor to Sony's Gran Turismo 7. You can expect a full comparison video of these two games from me once Forza Motorsport is released, hopefully sometime here in 2023. Perhaps the biggest game to release on PlayStation 5 this coming year is Marvel's Spider-Man 2. I've covered it extensively on the channel, you guys. This game is going to be absolutely phenomenal. The highly anticipated follow-up to Marvel's Spider-Man and Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales will have the two Spider-Men working together, facing a new threat of enemies, including Venom. Insomniac Games has done a masterful job with the first 2 games, and the PlayStation Studio looks to match, if not eclipse, that effort in this game. Fans, including myself, can't wait to see how the story will continue to unfold in Marvel's Spider-Man 2, coming in 2023, potentially in the fall. Now, for more specific details on the release date of the game, be sure to watch the video that I recently covered right here on the card. So there it is, and as you guys can see, there's plenty of games on the table set to be released here within the window of 2023. I'm sure there's a few that I might have missed as well, so be sure to call me out on which ones those are down in the comment section below, and let me know which game you're most looking forward to playing in 2023. There's a lot to choose from, and it should be a pretty exciting time to be a gamer, that's for sure. For more updates on these games and further details, make sure you guys like this video and subscribe so you'll have my content on your home feed, and don't forget to click the bell notification so you're notified whenever I'm live streaming one of these games and get notified about new content on the channel. Plenty of new shows and movies dropping in 2023 as well, that's for sure. I've got those all wrapped up in a video for you. Go watch that right here next. Until the next video, I'm A to the P. Albert Perkins, and we will see you in the next one. Until then, and as always, Happy New Year, Wrap Up Squad.